Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we have another get ready with me. It's kind of a little bit all over the place. Basically I'm going to be talking to you guys about the bags that I saw in Japan that people living in Japan were using. So I did mention a couple tourist bags that I saw, but obviously we could see that in America. Those are the bags that Americans are wearing, you know what I mean? If you guys would like to hear about the most common bags that I saw while I was walking around Osaka, Tokyo, on the metro, just kind of working class people, because I didn't go to Ginza or Roppongi Hills because I feel like that's just gonna be like Birkins everywhere, Chanel bags everywhere. So if you guys are interested, then just keep watching. You guys, so let's get started. I put like all my makeup and a little mirror on this side, so if that's what I'm looking at, just letting you know. I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna kind of just do like a general top 6 of the bags that I saw and then kind of delve into the smaller ones. So the number one bag without a doubt that I saw in Japan were Longchamp bags. No joke, I saw easily maybe 4 or 5 Longchamps every single day. There wasn't a single day where I didn't see a Longchamp bag. A lot of people actually had a crossbody Longchamp bag as opposed to the bigger ones, which was really interesting. It honestly made me want to buy another Longchamp bag because I actually don't have a crossbody one. I have a backpack and then I have a couple of their totes. Oh, also I'm doing a little foundation cocktail just because I am a little tanner right now. I bought this cool little plastic thing off of, where did I buy this? Temu? Yeah, I think I bought this off of Temu. The ones on Amazon were so expensive. I think they were like $10 or something. This one was only $3. So now I don't have to get my hand dirty, I can just mix it on here, which is really, really nice. The Longchamp ones, if I were to add another one, I think I want to buy the small, it's like, I don't exactly know what it's called, but obviously I'm going to put it up on the screen so you guys can see it. Do any of you guys own this one? But I mean, it makes sense because Longchamp bags are nice, but they're also like very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're nice, but they're also very casual and you don't have to worry about it just because it's expensive, but it's also inexpensive. You know what I'm saying? The next bag that I saw all the time was definitely the Celine belt bag, and I actually really want to add a Celine belt bag into my collection. I've been okay about it, maybe like a 6 out of 10 just in the past, and when the luggage came out, those are like the top Celine bags. I feel like the belt bag is just such a signature classic Celine bag, and everyone in Japan had it. That was definitely the number one luxury bag that I saw people have, and then everyone had the exact same color. No joke, everyone had the light taupe, I believe that's what it's called, and I really like that. I think I saw maybe one black one, but I just kept seeing the light taupe everywhere, and then everyone had the nano luggage size. It just kind of reaffirmed my love for the belt bag. And if you saw my recent shopping vlog, I saw the jade belt bag at Nordstrom, and I went back to Nordstrom because I couldn't forget about it, and they no longer had it. I asked the sales associates at Nordstrom and they all told me the same thing, which I already knew, that Nordstrom was shipping out all their Celine bags back to the New York location or the New York store. I'm not sure. But if you do still want a Celine bag from Nordstrom, you just have to ask them and then they can order it for you, like the exact one you wanted. But then I just decided that that was fate and then I shouldn't get it. But I honestly can't stop thinking about it. Like, I love the color. It's a very icy green. I know that Chanel had this classic flap in caviar, I believe, in that kind of same shade of, it's like a very light mint green color, and that was definitely one of the bags that got away from me in terms of color from Chanel. When I saw that the jade color was available at Nordstrom, I was like, oh my gosh, because I even asked my Celine SA what other bags came in the jade color, and the ones that she showed me were just like the Triumph shoulder bag with chain, and then I believe the nano luggage, I think, as well. But the mini 16 was only available in Asia, I believe, or maybe Europe market, but it didn't come to America, which was really unfortunate. But I really want to add a belt bag now. And it's so funny, if you guys have seen my other videos as well, so you know me and my best friend do not have the same taste in anything. If she likes something, I for sure will not like it. If I dislike something, it solidifies her own opinion. She was like, okay, good, this means it's the right decision because I don't like it, which is so funny. I asked her, what is one bag that you want right now? And no joke, I didn't even tell her that I wanted the Celine belt bag, okay? Because she is not into luxury at all. She's like dipping her toe into it. And she was like, oh, it's this one Celine bag. I think it's called the belt bag. And I was like, no way. She's interested in the light blue one because she tried that same shade of light blue at the actual boutique in the 16 small size. How many of you guys own the belt bag? I really want it. The top two bags that I want right now is definitely the compact hammock in gray with silver hardware. I think it's called Ghost. Oh no, it's called Pearl Gray, sorry, because Ghost is a little bit lighter. Or the belt bag in either the jade, even though that seasonal is probably not going to come out, or either in the light taupe. But I don't like that. It's like I like and I don't like that everybody has that color, but it's also a really nice color too, because my Dior saddle bag is a very dark taupe color, whereas this is like a light taupe, you know. I feel like it's a very everyday friendly bag. So I don't know, guys, I don't know, but definitely the #1 bag I saw was Longchamp, and then the Celine belt bag. And then other Celine bags that I did actually see, I did see 3 nano luggages. I feel like in general I see a nano luggage more. If you go into people's bag collection videos, a lot of people have, I think it's called the micro luggage, that's the tier above that, because you guys know back in what, like mid-early 2000s, the big luggages were the super popular ones. Like all the celebrities had the bigger size, especially, I forgot what it's called. I think it is called phantom luggage or something like that. That one was just super popular. It's just interesting to me that, for example, the belt bag, they're actually phasing out the larger sizes. I think they're only eventually going to carry the Pico, the Nano, which is the one that I want, and I believe the micro size. Okay, so that is the base done. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've been talking forever, Jesus. Okay, so sticking with the Celine trend, so if it wasn't for the belt bag, which was the #1 Celine bag I saw, or maybe the 2 to 3 nano luggages that I saw as well from Celine, I also saw 2 mini vertical cabas totes, which you guys know that I have, and I've been using it like crazy since I got back from Japan, no joke. And then the last Celine bag that I saw all the time was for sure vintage Celine. I saw vintage Celine so much, especially when I went to Osaka, because vintage Celine, you could just tell. If you know the Triomphe canvas, it's like the OG Triomphe canvas. I actually do like the newer Triomphe canvas more, to be honest. I feel like the older one, well, it looks kind of, I don't want to say dated, because I feel like dated has kind of a negative connotation, but it's just not my style. Like I like vintage Dior oblique, but vintage Celine maybe not. I mean, it'd be nice to actually have a piece, so maybe one day like I'll add a vintage Celine bag just to have it, because I love Celine. But I saw so many vintage Celine Boston bags, so many you don't understand. And I feel like that's another thing that's really common in Japan, is like tiny bag energy is not a thing in Japan. I'm sure super rich, like super rich people that drive cars, don't use the metro, have drivers, they have tiny bag energy. They probably have a Birkin and then a tiny bag energy, you know. But I feel like the daily consumer takes the train, and having a micro bag or a nano bag is just not practical for every day. Because most people in Japan, if you guys just know anything about Japan, like their work culture is super hardcore, and having a small bag like that, how are you supposed to carry anything, honestly? And another random thing about Japan, just side noting, is that there's not a lot of trash cans out. If there's trash cans, it's only for recycling bottles. So in general, people have to carry the trash and put them in their bag. So if you have a micro bag, how are you gonna be putting your trash in your bag? You know what I'm saying? But in general, most people had like a medium-sized bag. I wouldn't say they had big bags, not like a Neverfull GM, you know, but they did have a medium-sized bag. Like I would say the Celine Nano belt bag size is probably the average mid-range size. Those are the Celine bags that I saw. I actually did see a good amount of Hermes. Again, I wasn't in the countryside, I was in the city, so I'm not surprised. And I wasn't in the super rich areas like Ginza or Roppongi. I was just like in day-to-day. I'm sure if you go to those super rich areas, everyone's gonna have Chanel, everyone's gonna have a Birkin, but just in general, like working class type of just normal people. I actually, on the subway, I saw 4 Hermes Picotines, and then I saw a Her bag, and then I saw 2 Birkin bags. bags as well. One of the Birkin bags was a big one. I believe it was like a 35 or a 40 and a guy was carrying it. I took a picture of the bag I tried to, so I'm gonna insert it right here if I could find it. Louis Vuitton, I actually didn't see Louis Vuitton a lot. I honestly thought I would see more Louis Vuitton just because, I mean, Tokyo has so much vintage Louis Vuitton. I feel like that's really, really popular. Maybe it's because Louis Vuitton is louder. I feel like Louis Vuitton is way, way more popular in America than it is in Asia. Not saying that it's not popular and people dislike it, but as in more people have it here. But the Louis Vuitton bag that I saw the most by far was the multi-pochette accessoire, either in the pink or the green color, which is really ironic because one of my Japanese friends, she actually has the multi-pochette accessoire. She has it in the khaki green color. And then I did see a petite sac plait as well in the department store. And then I actually did see a Danube vintage Louis Vuitton bag as well, so that one was really, really exciting. I saw one person have a Louis Vuitton bum bag, but that person was American and a tourist, so that doesn't count. I saw two Gucci bags that people had. It was the Gucci Marmont in the smaller size, and both of those people were tourists. I still haven't set my face yet. I'm gonna do my cream bronzer. This has been my favorite cream bronzer for a minute right now. Like, I feel like the tone of this, I have it in the shade light, it's just perfect because I feel like sometimes the Fenty Mocha, I don't know, it kind of looks muddy on me sometimes, whereas this is super, super natural, which I really, really like. Okay, so the next bag that I actually saw so much was Tory Burch, which I wasn't surprised at all. I know Kate Spade and Tory Burch totally have a following in America, like the Tory Burch ballet flats, the one that's kind of stretchy. I feel like that's super, super popular here, especially on Tumblr. Maybe 2007 era, the Tory Burch flats were so popular. But Tory Burch bags are really big. If you guys do follow Japanese influencers or just look up Japanese bag collection videos, a lot of people have Tory Burch. I feel like the contemporary brands, or more like contemporary brand price points, are really popular in Japan. But I actually did see a lot of Maison Margiela bags. There's this one bag style in particular that I saw all the time, and then hopefully I'm going to be able to find it and show you guys. And then Stella McCartney is also really popular. So Stella McCartney and Tory Burch, I wasn't surprised at all. I watch a lot of bag collection videos from like influencers that live in Korea, influencers that live in Japan, influencers that live in China, Taiwan, Singapore. So I know kind of the range of the Asian market, and Japanese influencers in particular love Tory Burch and Stella McCartney. Almost every single person has at least one piece from there. And then another one that's on the contemporary brand price point is Polene. I think it's pronounced Polene. So I got put off Polene, really quick side tangent. I was interested in trying one of their bags. I forgot what number it was. Was it the numero uno? Or it's like this really tiny one. However, I was reading on a Reddit forum that somebody's whole front piece broke off, and that just completely put me off of buying that bag. I'm sure that was just a fluke, but I don't know, I just couldn't get over it. No, absolutely not acceptable. And then there's the last brand, is this brand called Kafune or Kafun. It's in a lot of Japanese fashion magazines, and I just see so many influencers carry that bag. I honestly didn't know what it was at first. I was like, I just kept seeing it. So many people I follow have that bag. I was just like, oh my god, like, where is this bag from? Like, do you see how natural that bronzer is? Obsessed. So I'm going to use my Laura Mercier powder and my Huda Beauty brush. So this is just me speculating on how I see things play out in the luxury community in America. In Japan, what I've noticed from people's bag collection videos is that there's so many people that I follow, they'll have like a Balenciaga. They have a lot of Balenciaga bags on bag collection videos from Japanese influencers. Of course, they'll have Loewe as well, but I don't know, I feel like they love their contemporary bag brands just as much as their luxury ones, whereas I feel like we kind of put like our Chanel and our Louis Vuitton bags on a pedestal. So another popular brand, probably the top three, is for sure going to be Longchamp, Celine, and Loewe. And I feel like that comes to no surprise to anyone. I saw so many Loewe hammocks you don't even understand. And if you watch bag collection videos, there are some people with like a mini hammock, 2 regular size hammocks. I feel like the puzzle bag is more popular in America, but the hammock bag is super popular in Japan. And then flamenco as well. I did see like 2 flamencos, but I saw so many hammock bags, especially in the two-tone, like it's like taupe and gray or taupe and light brown. I saw a lot. I actually really want to add a hammock. You guys know I want a compact hammock. Ironically, I actually didn't see any compact hammocks. Most of them have the full size, but like I said, I feel like people in Japan prefer to have a bigger bag because they're going from train to train, need to carry their water bottle, their long wallets to carry cash and coins, or I feel like in America everything's just card, whereas in Japan I would honestly say it's about an equal card to cash ratio. I actually did see a Loewe Goya bag. It was in the green color with the gold hardware, of course. That I actually saw in a 7-Eleven when I went to Kusatsu, which is like one of the top 3 onsen areas in Japan. So that was really cool too. I got so excited. I was waiting in line at 7-Eleven, and then this couple in front of me, the guy was carrying the girl's Loewe bag for her, and I thought it was the cutest thing, but I was like, oh my god, it's a Goya bag. So I only saw one Goya bag. I actually also did see some Dior book totes. I saw 3 in Osaka. However, they potentially could have been tourists, but Asian tourists from like another Asian country. But I did see 3 book totes. 2 of them were toile de jouy, and then 1 of them was just the oblique, which was really fun as well. Chanel, I actually didn't see that often. I did see some Chanel. It could have just been the area that I've been in. I saw a Chanel mini square, 2 Chanel 22s. One was with black with the black hardware, and then one was black with the gold, which I think is the most popular one, is the black with the gold, which is really funny because I feel like the black with the gold is also the one that has the most kind of controversy, that a lot of people are like, it looks like a trash bag. Well, I really like it now. It definitely grew on me. Also, I'm going to be using the Patrick Ta blush in She's So LA just to keep with kind of like the bronzy theme. I think for the latte makeup trend, people aren't using blush, like it's very just brown, but I need blush, so this is one of the brownier blushes that I have. Oh my gosh, really quick, so I totally forgot to talk about this during the Louis Vuitton part, is that Damier Azur is so popular in Japan. One, my friend from Japan, her first Louis Vuitton bag was a Damier Azur Louis Vuitton bag, and when I was just on the train or whatever, I saw so many people with older Damier Azurs, because you can tell when a Damier Azur bag is new, it's like stark white basically, and then as you use it and as it ages, I think this is one of the reasons why people don't like it, is because it kind of turns cream to yellow, and I think that yellowness puts a lot of people off. I feel like it's kind of the same thing. There's people that hate patina, and then there's people that love patina. Even though I said earlier that I didn't see a lot of Louis Vuitton bags, what I meant was I didn't see a lot of Louis Vuitton monogram, whereas I feel like Louis Vuitton monogram is the most popular in America. But in Japan, anytime I saw a Louis Vuitton bag, it was Damier Azur, and in general it was either a bag from the early 2000s or it was a speedy, and you can tell because the handles are very patinaed. Okay, so I know with the Patrick Ta blushes you're actually supposed to use the cream second, but I need this to last all day, so I'm doing the cream first, and then I'm going to set it with the powder side. And I see Patrick Ta use this brush to apply his blush. I think it's because his blush is just so pigmented, so that's what I'm doing too. So those are basically the luxury bags that I did see in Japan. But now going back to the contemporary bags that I did see, a super popular one that I definitely saw as well was the Jill by Jill Stuart. So I actually didn't know that Jill Stuart made bags. I thought they were just makeup. I feel like Jill Stuart has just been visually, you guys know that makeup brand Floriasis? I feel like Jill Stuart's kind of similar in that boat, where their makeup is just really pretty. They have like the eyeshadow and the blush that kind of looks like a flower petal. It basically looks like if Sailor Moon made a makeup brand, it would be Jill Stuart, is the vision that I have. I saw the Jill by Jill Stuart tote bag. I tried to take a picture of one girl on the train. See, I don't know, I felt like really weird taking pictures of people and their bag like while they're sitting. I don't know, it was kind of like inappropriate, so I didn't take that many pictures, but if I can find the pictures that I did take, I'll definitely insert them here. But this bag I saw all the time. I feel like the popularity of the Marc by Marc Jacobs tote in America is the same popularity of the Jill by Jill Stuart tote bag. That's the frequency that I saw it, because you guys know that the Marc by Marc Jacobs tote is everywhere in America, and the Jill by Jill Stuart one aesthetically is essentially the same thing. I still do want to edit the Japan vlog, just like the really quick one when I went to go hang out with my friend and we went drinking for a little bit, but my skin was so bad in Japan, you guys don't even understand. Like, it was so horrible because, well, one, I was just eating everything inside. You guys know that eggs make me break out so bad, but I didn't care. I was in Japan. You think I'm not gonna eat eggs in Japan? You must be crazy. But on top of that too is because I didn't bring my acne medication with me. That was honestly the thing that really screwed me over. So from going to taking my acne medication every single day to not taking it at all for 2 weeks really tragically ruined my skin. I believe this color is rice paper. It's just a little MAC shadow set that I did. My brow bone highlight, just kind of like the base color. I'm actually going to use this palette, just these 3 colors right here, if you guys want to see it, to do the latte trend, and then I'm going to smoke out my lash line. Alrighty guys, so I finished the majority of my eye makeup. I think I'm just gonna use my lipstick. So this is the one that I bought from Japan. I do not know how to pronounce it. This is it, and this is the color. I'll totally swatch it for you guys. Look at the color, it's so pretty. Oh, it's kind of like a nudie, I wouldn't say coral, like a peachy brown color, which I think is perfect. A little update on the makeup. I did also add this Sailor Moon palette. Oh my goodness, I haven't used this in no joke like 3 years, but I used this gold shade as my inner corner color right over here, which is really pretty as well. So basically, all in all, after going to Japan, one, I definitely want to add a Celine belt bag. That is on my high priority list of the bags that I want to get, but it also reignited my love for medium slash larger size bags, especially me getting older too. I have more things that I need to carry. I don't want to just have my card case and my phone essentially in a lip balm. Like, I want to be able to carry like a compact mirror, a touch-up powder. Basically, I'm becoming more high maintenance because now I want to carry my sunglasses, my regular glasses, especially in the summer, a portable water bottle just in case, you never know, like what if I hurt myself, so I can have a band-aid, eye drops, just so many things galore. Don't get me wrong, I still think mini bags are really cute, and of course I won't be selling my mini bags. It's just I'm really into the bigger bags right now. That is my little roundup of all the bags that I saw in Japan. Hopefully you guys like this kind of chit-chatty style. So I'm trying to just appease everyone and do like short sometimes, long sometimes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.